In the new age of spirituality, there's this idea that thoughts create emotions, that if we think happy thoughts, we will feel happy inside and manifest a happy reality. And many people in the spiritual and non-duality scenes think that if you disidentify from and detach from your thoughts, then you won't be creating so many emotions anymore and they'll diminish. But are these true? These beliefs are likely influenced by the Western traditional cognitive model in psychology and its top-down approach where thoughts are seen as the primary drivers of emotions. The top-down approach is so named because it addresses things through the pathway originating in the higher order brain regions such as the prefrontal cortex, associated with thinking and decision-making, and flowing down into the limbic system and the nervous system, which is related to primal emotions and feelings. Approaches like talk therapy approach things from this angle as they often seek to change how we feel about something by talking about what we think about it. However, many people discovered that despite extensive talking, journaling, or meditating about an issue, their feelings often remained unchanged. More recently, bottom-up approaches have gained greater recognition as it became apparent that the state of the nervous system influences our emotional states and therefore our thinking. In trauma research, it became evident that individuals with trauma often experience persistent emotional states and psychological arousal not necessarily tied to specific thoughts. A person can be thinking nothing at all and rationally know they're safe, yet intense, uncomfortable feelings remain in the body, driving various limiting thoughts. Contemporary neuroscience and more holistic views of the body-mind connection are driving new awareness. Whether we call it trauma, repressed feeling, or stuck emotions, the body can be in a state of hypervigilance or shutdown even when there's no immediate threat. It's like if a bomb goes off near you, the body reacts before you've even had the chance to think about it, and the aftershock stays in your body for a period of time, even after the event has passed. The thing is, this bomb, for a lot of people, might not be an obvious explosion. It might be a prolonged series of mini-bombs through one's childhood, going off over and over again as your parents repeatedly ignored you, shut you down, or acted out crazy behavior. The amygdala, responsible for the flight, fight, freeze response, stays overactive. This results in emotions like fear or numbness being constantly present regardless of any conscious thought. The emotional charge that's stuck in the body can color one's thoughts, perceptions, and even identity. People in this state may experience intrusive thoughts, anxiety, or negative thinking patterns as a byproduct of their dysregulated nervous system. This contrasts with the top-down model, where thoughts are believed to create emotions. In the spiritual manifesting scene, we even hear about choosing good-feeling thoughts, which makes me chuckle because what even is a good-feeling thought? It doesn't make sense. A thought is a thought, and a feeling is a feeling. You can't feel a thought, just like you can't see a sound. It's like saying, choose good-looking sounds. Okay, it might be saying, choose the thoughts that create the good feelings. But the point is, while it's true that thoughts can influence emotions, the deeper layer often lies in the nervous system state. Practices like breathwork and body-focused approaches like somatic releasing directly influence the body and can shift emotional states, often resulting in clearer, calmer thinking as the nervous system regulates and calms. Many people, after giving up on trying to think good-feeling thoughts, find that after doing emotional releasing work, their life miraculously shifts and things miraculously manifest. A bottom-up approach to manifesting might say that this is because these emotional capsules were holding certain thoughts and beliefs in place, projecting as external reality. And when these emotional capsules are released, the thoughts and beliefs go with them, allowing for something new and fresh to flow into the space created. The truth is, the relationship between thoughts and emotions is bidirectional. And scientifically, we know this because information flows both ways between the higher regions like the prefrontal cortex and the emotional systems like the limbic and nervous system. Transformation in the body-mind is a dynamic interplay between thoughts, emotions, physiological systems, and other energy systems. So from the non-dual perspective, all of these, thoughts, emotions, bodily sensations, and even our perceptions, all have their source in consciousness. The apparent causality between thoughts and emotions, or vice versa, is a description of what's appearing, and whilst relatively useful, can have us overlook a deeper truth. In reality, consciousness is the underlying essence of all these phenomena. It's not that thoughts create emotions or emotions create thoughts. Both are simultaneous expressions of this consciousness. In a way, we could say that consciousness, this appearance of what's appearing right now, creates both thoughts and emotions. But these thoughts and emotions aren't separate from consciousness, awareness. They are consciousness, awareness, arising as thoughts and emotions. And we are that consciousness, not a limited thought or emotion, but the consciousness that can appear as any thought or emotion. So in resting in the recognition of our true nature as consciousness, the emotional issues driven by thoughts, or the thoughts driving emotional issues, seems to gradually iron themselves out in the vast equalness of awareness. It may look like resting naturally and things naturally resolving, or like engaging deeply in trauma or emotional healing processes, approached from the recognition of who you really are. But if you want to approach uncomfortable feelings, fears, and anxiety on a practical level, my suggestion is to go more from the bottom up and start with how you feel and the body and the nervous system, because when you shift how you feel, everything, including your thoughts, and everything around you shifts too. For one-on-one coaching inquiries, go to speaktoalex.com. See you in the next video. Much love. Peace.